Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Muni Babakar and I'm working as an IMT2 in CONQUEST Hospital. Today I'm going to give you a short presentation on how to do inpatient and outpatient specialty referrals. So I'll start with the gastroenterology inpatient specialty referral forms. If we go into eSearcher and click the My List option, there's a drop down and you can see CONQUEST gastroenterology inpatient referrals. You select on the list and whatever patient you want to add, you add the selected patient and give the information about the patient details. The second thing for gastroenterology is to do inpatient endoscopy referrals. So in every ward there are certain forms which are green forms for upper GI endoscopies or lower GI endoscopies, which you can get from the ward cupboards. You're going to ask your ward matrons or the staff nurses, they would know where the notes are and you can get it from there. And same goes with the ERCP forms. If it's an urgent referral, you need to speak to the on-call GI consultant, which you can look at from the switchboard. The third thing is outpatient referrals for endoscopies. Gastroenterology endoscopy referrals, you go into the patient, click the patient's document, and you will go to the electronic notes, and the evolve screen will open up. You click this option and create a fill in a form. Here you can select the search button or whatever you want to type. In my it's an endoscopy request, I've already started, so whenever I want to do a referral I can. If you click on this button, it will give you the whole form which you have to. So after gastroenterology, the next is cardiology. For the cardiology inpatient referrals, you again go to the My List, and on the drop down you can see a cardiology referral, CONQUEST cardiology referrals, and you can again select the patient, add select patient, and give the information to the team. If you want an urgent opinion, you can always call the cardiology registrar on their bleep. The bleeps are 2519 or 2962. The numbers are available on the induction app. Also for the cardiology specialist nurses, you can always bleep them as well, and their number is 2575 for bleep. For the forms are always available in different wards. You can always fill in the form and drop down into the outpatient D cardiology clinic in the echocardiography department, and they will prioritize the patient and will do the echocardiogram. For the heart failure referrals, there is, if you go to a patient documents on eSearcher, on the electronic referrals, you click the drop down and there is a form called heart failure nurse referral form. If you click on it, go and you have to fill in the Word document and click the send and view referrals. You refer the specialty to the heart failure team, whatever ward the patient is being referred, your consultant name, the specialty where you're working, and you browse the document from the patient document from the document file of your computer, and then send the referral. You've got respiratory referrals. So there are two ways to refer the patient to respiratory team. One patient is the same, one way is the same as cardiology and gastroenterology, as we've got a list of general medicine, CONQUEST respiratory inpatient referrals. But the more common way which the consultants use here, or is basically being more easy for the team to see, is to click the patient document, go to the electronic referrals and select the inpatient specialty referral form, click through the go button, so inpatient specialty referral form and referral, and it would be the same way of adding the patient's browse the document and upload it into the patient's document list. For bronchoscopy referrals, it usually are done by the consultants, respiratory consultants. So if you got to refer a patient, you speak to the respiratory consultants who are doing the outliers around and seeing all the referrals, and they can do it for you. For the lung function test, again, the forms are available in a paper form in all the different wards, which you can fill it and drop it to the outpatient D area in the respiratory department. For the WHO forms, which is the home oxygen forms, the forms are available on the intranet. If you will go to the main page, for the search button, write WHO, and it will give you these RESP guidance for home oxygen from hospital. So there are a few forms present in the Word document. You can click it and fill the whole form, and you can send the form to an email already mentioned in the form. The next specialty is neurology, and the form, the way to refer is the same way that you go to the electronic referrals in the patient document, select the inpatient specialty referral form, fill in the whole form, and attach the document to the send referrals in the patient document, and the neurology consultants will be able to see it. The second way is to fill the same form, but instead of uploading on the system, you can also email them, and the email address is esht.neuro-referral-conquest@nhs.net. For next specialty is oncology. To refer the patient whilst in hospital, you go to the My List, and there is a drop down here for cross-site acute oncology referrals. You click on it and you can add the selected patient, fill in all the questions that are mentioned there. For out of hours oncology referrals, for acute oncology, you can always call the Brighton Oncology on-call registrar. But if you need a specialist advice from a specific consultant, you can always email them. So next specialty is hematology. To refer the patients for hematology, you have to go to the switchboard and ask for on-call hematology registrar, and they will give you advice on the phone. They normally work at Eastbourne. Next specialty is dermatology. To refer the patients, you again go to the patient documents, dermatology inpatient referral form. You fill the whole form, and then it says that once you've filled it, upload this form onto the e-searcher patient document. Also, if there are any photographs to be taken, then please contact the medical photographer at extension 734862. The next specialty is endocrinology. To refer the patient is either you email the consultants Dr. Satish Kumar or Dr. Ramesh Tushora, fill the whole form of the inpatient specialty referral form and attach that document on an email address and send it to them. The another way is to send the same form to the email address. I'll say it for you: conquandeseccs@nhs.net, and the registrars will be able to access the form. The next specialty is neurosurgery. So for neurosurgical referral, you go to a website called www.referapatient.org, and it will lead you to this page. It will ask you a few questions, refer a patient. If I want to refer a patient, I'll click on it. So Royal Sussex County Hospital, Brighton. The next question, which specialty or which pathway would you like to send the referral? And you will select neurosurgery. There's an online system called IDA. They will give you an SMS or a call or an email as well when every time the consultant will the specialist will see your referral and give the advice. In case of an emergency, if you want to speak to somebody in person, you will give a call to the Brighton Neurosurgical on-call registrar via switchboard at Brighton. I will now hand over to my colleague, Dr. Yasir Mohammed, who will...
Hello, good afternoon. This is Dr. Yasir Mohammed. I'm one of the IMT3 trainees in CONQUEST Hospital. Today I'll go through a few referrals with you to be aware of the process. I will start with the cardiothoracic referral. The way it's done here in the hospital is that actually you call the registrar in Brighton through the switchboard, and he will guide you through what you need to do. If it's a pure thoracic issue, then probably he will tell you to follow up with guys. For our other specialty, we've got the ENT. For the ENT referrals, they are usually located in Eastbourne, and in order to contact them, you have to leave the registrar via the switchboard. Sometimes the registers usually are busy in theatres, and if this happens, it's alright. You can contact the SHO, and he can later on he can give you the guidance or inform the reg, and then it will come back to you. Our next referral will be urology. They are fairly similar to ENT. So your first point of contact will be the urology registrar. During the working hour times, it will be just the bleep, and after hours it will just going to be through the switch to their mobile numbers. Our next referral will be to the orthopedic team. Orthopedic team, unlike the ENT urology, they are actually based here in our hospital. Generally speaking, you would refer to the SHO. You could just leave the SHO and discuss the query. So our next referral will be for the ITU and outreach. Generally speaking, you go with outreach first if the patient is actually using high, and you will attend the patient and then ask the outreach also to have a look. If the patient is a candidate for ITU, they usually discuss it with the reg on call, with the ITU reg on call. If the patient is peri-arrest or crashing, then it's a safer option and a faster option just to put in a medical, and then the anesthetist and the ITU outreach will be within a minute. Our next referral would be about the renal. Generally speaking, within working hours, you would just through the switchboard reach Brighton, speak to the renal reg, and they will bleep them. If out of hours, unfortunately, it's usually the consultant only, and for this scenario it has to be a reg and above to speak with the consultant. Inside radiology, generally speaking, if you want to discuss anything between 9 to 5, it would be you would just go yourself and speak with the radiology consultant, and if it's twilight hours, depending on the days, it's whether it's the on-call radiology registrar or it's it is always Medica, and you have to discuss it with Medica via the switchboard. Our next section would be for interventional radiology. During working hours, you would just go to IR and have a discussion with the available consultant. And simply, if you just contact the switchboard, they will know who's the on-call interventional radiologist. This is usually useful, especially in case of upper GI bleeds. So out of hours, Monday to Thursday, it will usually for any upper GI bleeds, it goes through the CT angio embolization pathway, so you have to discuss it with the interventional radiologist. Whereas from Friday to Sunday, we've got our on-call gastroenterologist for upper GI bleed, so we usually discuss it with them for any. So I hope me and Muniba hope that you found this video useful. Special thanks to the videographer, Dr. Fawad.